about it because we always did that intro. All right, yeah. All right, well, you already know what it is. Savage Royale. We back again. Got my dog with me, Trav Hen.
Trav Hen.
Trav Henny. If you got some Henny, you can pour it up. Appreciate that. But we just wanted to come out, talk to my man Trav Hen. October 19th, we're going to be at Sense Pizza. And this lovely artist here is about to be throwing it down on the mic with 3 other lovely artists. And it's going to be a lovely good time. We're going to get down. We're going to boogie. We got some good DJs, some good music, some good drinks, some good food. So come on out, man. But I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
I'm ready.
Tell the people a little bit about your inspiration, a little bit of background on things that inspired you in the early stages of your music career.
Word. Shoot, my biggest inspiration for real is just life, man. Like, and me being able to really like see the beauty in everything and pull from everything so that I can tell stories. And I think that was like what really pushed me to want to even, start making music. Just focused on like my legacy and focused on like what I want to say and what I want to leave behind, and being able to craft the right stories that express like my perspective while I was living, or what I was feeling, or situations I've been through. Just like really crafting those into you know just a type of communication that I feel like can transcend, what I'm saying, like generations like behind me within like my own bloodline.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like pushed me to really make music. So really just life and just like the thought of legacy is what like really inspired me to like jump into music for real. Like
Do you remember the age you were when you wrote your first song?
uh damn.
It's probably a while ago now.
I
You've been
know,
at it
yeah,
for a minute.
it was a while ago, and it's so crazy because like I didn't really like dive into music until I was like fully making music until I was like 26.
Okay.
But like when I was like in middle school, me and all my homies used to always like just write music. You know what I'm saying? Like write songs or write verses or whatever, and like gave ourselves rap names. Like my name was like Travie T. It was something like stupid as fuck,
Travis
but
T.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
we just used to write. Like we used to write, even if it was like um, like rewriting a verse like that already was like out there, like a
Yeah.
song or something.
You were just learning the formula, basically.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not even thinking about I make music or I'm a rapper or this and that. That's just what we did out of fun. Like, and I feel like I always say like hip hop and all of that is like it's just embedded in us. Like you know what I'm saying, in our culture, because that's what we naturally grew up on. Like we
That's
was
right.
outside, we had to be in that circle. Like
Yeah.
if somebody say, "Hey, all right, your turn, rap something," like you had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or when you kicking it with your homies and y'all getting lit, like 9 times out of 10, y'all start freestyling or doing something.
Right.
So yeah, man.
It was like that growing up with family too. Either outside of the homies, like even before hip hop, I just remember growing up in my family. Not even my parents. Like cousins, every like family
Word.
functions. Like when people get to singing, get to dancing, and the family is, hey, go ahead and sing a little bit. Go ahead and sing. Like I remember being in my aunt's, living room, Christmas time, everybody just singing.
Man.
So like I definitely vibe with that for sure. Where it was just around.
It was just around.
It was just around. Yeah. Yeah.
Just in me.
So one question I was asking a few of the other artists: if you could record anywhere in the world, not necessarily a specific studio, it could be a studio, but a place, a location, any place in the world, where would you want to record at?
If I could record any place in the world, I think it would definitely be Louisiana. Man, like Louisiana.
Never would have thought that.
Yeah. That's like I feel like that's where like, a lot of my family is from.
Okay.
And I feel deeply connected to Louisiana. And I feel like if I just had the chance to like go off the grid for like, probably like however long, a few months or whatever.
6 months. We'll give you 6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Rent out a house.
Yeah.
Be able to indulge in the culture down there. Because, like...
You're going to eat good.
Eat good. I feel like I would be connected to like, like my just my family,
Yeah.
like loved ones that passed away, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Visit my grandmother's grave, visit like certain plantations that I know my family worked on.
Almost like you're channeling, not your ancestors, but just really channeling your core.
My core, that energy.
Yeah.
It's some deep. I'm not gonna go that deep into it, but it's some deep things I know about like my family
Mm-hmm.
and even how we like started and like
Yeah.
how we landed in Louisiana. But I just think it'll really pull a lot out of me. Like that energy, it really like inspired me to kind of like speak from a certain perspective, like that. I feel like my family would have wanted to express like back in those days, like
Yeah.
but just like it wouldn't be in no corny way or like nothing like that, but it'd just be that type of energy. And then the food, and then even New Orleans being right there and that being like a very musical place,
Yeah.
like I feel like it'd be like very inspiring.
I don't think you would be able to go down there and not be influenced some form or fashion from the music of Louisiana or
Yeah,
New Orleans for sure.
exactly,
Because you had the jazz, the ragtime, the soul,
exactly.
the hip hop, with all the, Wayne Currency,
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of influence down there
yeah,
that influenced me even just as a kid, like.
mm-hmm.
And so I think
The
like
South in general.
yeah, like just being down there it'll just bring that out more, man. It just kind of bring a certain type of like I know what type of person I am, and I know what sparks my inspiration. So it's like I know being there, just be like, yo, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I got a few records, man. I'm gonna throw these records at you,
dun dun dun
and
dun.
the artist. It could be the song.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a memory you have from when it dropped. Anything. Let's just see what your mind takes. Where your mind takes us.
Drew Hill,
What you know about that?
you are everything. Dang, I mean,
You ain't got no Drew Hill story?
yeah, I mean it's Drew Hill. Like I don't know how it happened, but I feel like Drew Hill just kind of like stepped in and just became my favorite like group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't think it. I mean, I fucked with like Jagged Edge, 112, all of them,
Yeah.
but like I feel like Cisco is just like a different beast. Like he was a superstar that just was like you knew he was the lead singer. Like you knew.
Very bold.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
when his voice came on the record, like the way he, would hit his notes or the way he was saying, entering a verse or whatever, like you knew it was him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Drew Hill was just like, I don't know. I mean, it's a major part of my childhood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they was killing shit, and then even solo when Cisco went solo, like
He
the
had some
Thorn song,
he had,
like all the Incomplete,
Yeah.
all those different, like those are like big records that I like go back to and like listen to. Like not the Thorn song, that's kind of like nah, like I don't really go back and listen to the Thorn song, but it's fire.
Hey, it's a fire
You
track.
know what I'm saying? But Drew Hill, man, they super fire, man. Like Sleeping in My Bed. What else? Never Make a Promise. Like it's so many songs that they got that just like they was like my foundation of music for real. So
Okay.
where we at?
He
with
also
this?
hit some movies too, Cisco.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. Summertime.
Yes, sir.
This is like one of the greatest songs of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah.
That's crazy because I remember working at a clothing store and I asked a girl that was working there what she thought her favorite, what was her favorite like song of all time, and she said that too.
Like it's just
No lie.
like I wouldn't say it's mine, but it is.
Yeah.
The way it feel, like when it come on, like you
It's
can
really
play this song at a
summertime.
barbecue, you can play this song in the throwback section at a party.
Yep.
You can play this song driving in the car. You can play this song wherever. It's like one of them. I feel like any song that you could play wherever, however, what the fuck ever, like it's a classic.
It's a hit in the classic.
Yeah, it's like as soon as the beat come on, you just feel good. It just sounds good. Nah, yeah. Shout out to Summertime.
Shout out to Summertime 98.
98.
98 though.
I remember that year.
It got the soul power instrumental on there.
I never even heard that.
I don't even know what
that sound like.
I don't even know what that is. Okay, we got one more.
Where we at? What song is this? Is this?
What is that? Morris Brown, I think.
I'm not even hip to the song. The song is called Morris
I
Brown.
think so.
I'm thinking about Sleepy Brown's featuring Scar and Sleepy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Outkast though, so it gotta be fire.
Oh no, it's definitely fire.
Like
It's definitely
Outkast,
fire.
Outkast was just like, you feel me? Just musically, they just opened our ears and imagination
Mm-hmm.
to places that, you feel me, like we wouldn't have never even thought we could go, because just they were so like unconventional,
Yeah.
and like they made different type of music from anybody that was out at the time that they were making music.
Yeah.
So like growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's kind of like you. It's your last album.
man,
You know who doing that
yeah,
out here?
That's
Nobody.
I'm not even good at bigging myself up in that way.
I'll
but
talk the shit for him. Ain't nobody doing it out here.
man,
If you haven't listened to this man's album, go listen to this man's album.
and I will say, you know, like Andre 3000 is like one of my biggest inspirations when
Mhm.
it comes to rap.
Yeah.
Just because he writes in a unique way, the way he like translate whatever the fuck is going